Hi. I feel like devastated about what happened to my life. Um, there are some things good about it, but I worked so hard at two goals for maybe 80 or 100 years, full time hours. I'm obviously I'm obviously 47. I'm not messing around with pretending I'm an Illuminati or crap like that, or a vampire or something. But God supposedly made me a vampire, meaning that I won't die before Judgment Day, and I'll live until Judgment Day, and hopefully it'll happen within 20 or 30 years or something, unless I live really long, 140 years, and then Judgment Day will happen. I think that's what it means when God made me a vampire. I asked God with all my heart to make me a vampire and to eat vegan food, or if I had to, meat. And I've been a vegan. And he made me a vampire. But here's the thing, here's why I was so distraught. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna live forever. Probably the human body perishes and dies unless we can find some kind of medicine that'll live longer. But I think a little vampire came in at night and bit me when I was asleep and made me into a vampire because I asked God, and it was godly and good. That has nothing. Don't Let's not talk about some nonsense like that. I said something here that I didn't mean to. I was trying to think about what it was about, but come on. I have my health. I worked 100 years. That's at 5 hours and 40 minutes a day. Think about this: 5 hours and 40 minutes a day, 5 days a week, not on weekends, with holidays. Holidays could mean up to all summer off and holidays, or it could mean less than that. It could only mean literally holidays off, like Christmas time, Thanksgiving, regular holidays, and working all summer. That's at about 5 hours and 40 minutes a day, barely minimally able to be called full-time instead of part-time. Full-time, 5 hours and 40 minutes a day, 5 days a week, not on weekends, not on holidays, for 100 years. Because literally, I was working 14 hours a day since I was a teenager at goals, or I was working 14 hours a day since I was 20. I think it was since I was 20. And work. Literal work that should pay. And I don't know if school's included in that or not. Or it might be 108 years. Because I went to 4 years of undergraduate school and 3 years of MFA graduate school. So, I worked at films and videos since I was a kid in the 80s. And I played guitar. I played guitar since then, and made videos and movies. And I worked really hard at learning film production. I went to a real film school that was one of the best film schools on earth. There are many other good film schools. I don't have to think that I'm way better than everyone. If you went to a really special film school, it's a miracle you got to go to a film school while it was a possibility to do those things. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe the miracle of tonight is that, or it's not even tonight. Look, it's light out. Maybe the miracle of now until tonight is that I get to live maybe a really long life. Like, it's actually going to be different when I get into my 50s. And so that's what it meant when I said, see, I'm only 47, and I've worked since I was 20 or 17 or 12, like about 14 hours a day for God. And let's say since I was 20. So those hours, it's literally like 100 years of work. So here's the thing. I feel devastated in a way that I lived out in the woods or at home, working at home. I worked from at home. I found a way. Hardly anybody can do this, and I did it. I did this in real life. I've found a way to work from at home and to pay my bills for the past 10 years. 10 years ago, but it sucked what I had to go through, because I ended up staying at home instead of having a social life, instead of working on big movies, instead of being a superstar. I'm now 47, and I don't know, if I can still do it. And someone who is as genius, or told I was a genius by others who saw my work, and who was talented from the beginning of my work. And God really does everything, and God did this for a reason. But he let the devil do it by not letting me be a superstar. I don't know why he hasn't let me be a superstar yet, when I'm really good at movies and videos and films. And I've gained weight. I'm at the heaviest weight that I've ever been. I'm not that bad. I'm the heaviest weight I've ever been. 250. When I was 230, I thought, this is too heavy. It doesn't look good on my face the way I used to like to look. And I might look okay right now. I don't know. Right now, when I look at myself in this, it looks like here is a little flawed. Maybe because of my facial hair, maybe because I'm fat. I don't know. And when I look at myself in the mirror, it looks like one eye is going this way, because I'm not looking at the actual lens. And I look a little flawed, but hey, I look pretty good compared to people who might be in their 60s or 70s or 50s or 80s, 60s, 70s. But it's not me. It's not me. It's not how I feel good. I like to talk normal without the wavering sounding voice, but this traumatic thing happened to me, and it made me afraid to go out there. And so I'd like to go leave this house in the woods. The house looks great. I heard a little animal. Probably a mouse. He said, my dad wrote, and he said, use the wet vac to sweep and get the, clean up after them rabbits. I know. Good idea. He wrote again. See what he said. I hope it doesn't turn the